Canada's federal election campaign was temporarily derailed by Trump's latest announcement of tariffs on automobiles. Despite Trump's move to impose a 25% tariff on vehicles not made in America, there's a lot of uncertainty about what will actually happen. So, Caroline, there's no clear understanding of how these tariffs will play out.
No, Maya, and that's because, of course, of how we know that cars are made in North America. As we've been hearing for months now, auto parts can cross borders between Mexico, the U.S., and Canada multiple times on their way to becoming an American-made car. Now, in order to deal with this, Liberal leader Mark Carney stepped away from the campaign trail today to act in his official capacity as Prime Minister. The auto tariff is scheduled to start next week on April 3rd and appears to cover all vehicles, including those built under the Canada-U.S.-Mexico trade agreement. So today, Carney hosted a cabinet meeting to determine Canada's reaction, saying the tariffs fly in the face of decades of trade agreements.
Even in the more, quote, restricted version of this, it is a significant action. It's entirely unjustified. It's entirely inconsistent with CUSMA and indeed the long history of relations in the auto sector right back through the Auto Pact.
And there are about 125,000 auto workers in Canada with hundreds of thousands of spin-off jobs. The Conservatives and NDP leaders both said that Trump's tariffs were going to cause harm to Canadians and to the U.S. And also Jagmeet Singh called it a betrayal and a gut punch by our neighbor.
These tariffs will damage his workers and his economy, just as they will damage ours. We must retaliate and target goods and services that we don't need, can buy elsewhere, or make ourselves to maximize the impact on the Americans while minimizing the impact on ourselves.
What's happened right now is heartbreaking. Like the idea that hundreds of thousands of workers right now are looking at what's just been announced and are wondering, will I lose my job? The prediction is, and some of the estimates are, these are literally hundreds of thousands of jobs that could be impacted in the automotive sector and the supporting sectors around it. There's a lot of jobs at stake right now. So first and foremost, we've got to protect these workers, and we've got to fight back like hell to protect these jobs.
Meanwhile, Bloc Québécois leader Yves-François Blanchet started his day in Belleuil, south of Montreal. He submitted his official candidacy paperwork and said while Canadians need support to deal with the tariff war, leaders have to figure out how to pay for it.
One of the most important things to do when you fear a recession is to support the spending power of people. That's good, but money has to come from somewhere. It will have to be cut somewhere else. So you cannot only announce that you will give something without saying where you will take the money and who will pay for that.
And today, Poilievre, who has been criticized for sounding a lot like Donald Trump, told the U.S. president to, quote, knock it off, but also said Canadians and Americans could be friends again if the U.S. government switches course. Carney said that he received a communication from Trump's office, so they will be speaking by phone soon, probably in the next day or two. But he also said today that it's clear that, quote, the United States is no longer a reliable partner, end quote. Maya?
All right. Thank you very much, Caroline.